Hey guys, welcome back to Honeycomb. My name is Kayo, and today we're going to be talking about what I think in 2021 is the most comfortable all-day sneaker, at least that I've tried, but I think it's a pretty good contender for most comfortable all-day sneaker out in the market right now. But before we get that, I do want to ask you guys, please make sure that you are subscribed, and we do have a giveaway ongoing right now. Learn more about that giveaway in our previous video where we talked about the Air Jordan 1 Low Crimson Tint. And to join, you'll also need to be subscribed and following along on Instagram. I'm at Kayo Cosio on Instagram, follow at Ajimamag on Instagram, and follow at Honeycomb Manila. This our studio in Double Dragon Plaza, Pasay City, the Philippines. Alright, the sneaker that I want to talk about is in this box. We've actually already unboxed it. This is the Pegasus 38, the Nike Air Zoom Pegasus 38, I should say, in the launch colorway. And they're actually not in this box because I've been wearing it and they are on the floor. So give me a second. Look at that. There is no question that I've been wearing this sneaker a lot. They're already super duper dirty. I wore these hiking. I went out to a waterfall in these. On the way to the waterfall, I climbed, I think it was a 300 actual steps plus about 30% more trail in order to get there, and these sneakers held up really well, really nicely. This is of course the Nike Air Zoom Pegasus 38. It says over here on the little strip on the tongue. They are the updated model of a 38-year-old sneaker line, which is the Nike Air. Well, it just used to be the Nike Pegasus, and now it became the Nike Air Pegasus, and now it's the Nike Air Zoom Pegasus with React. And really what you're seeing with this line is that Nike just keeps on updating the Pegasus to be more and more comfortable as kind of that Swiss Army knife everyday sneaker that you can wear as casual as tennis shoes, quote unquote, or you can actually run in. Now, I've put in significant running kilometers in this. I've run a couple of 3 or 5Ks, and I will say that they are really comfortable for long runs, especially if you're just like a beginner to intermediate runner and you're not looking for like ultra speed out of your sneakers. However, that said, I will say that when I'm running on stiffer surfaces, such as asphalt or concrete, I do feel the pop. There is an air zoom unit in the toe. It does provide some fling forward, some energy return as you're running. Because that was one of my concerns, was that with the React midsole, sometimes when you get past once you get past 3 or 4 kilometers, you start to feel the weight of the React midsole. And while that does have the benefit of lasting longer and being a more resilient material, if you're really serious about running, sometimes you want to have a faster shoe. And this is definitely a faster shoe than the Infinity React and basically all of those kind of React forward sneakers. This is a faster shoe. Now, if you remember last year, my pick for most comfortable sneaker was the Nike React Presto because the upper was so good. And it was, that's still one of my most comfortable step-in comfort. However, you can't really run in those, and after maybe 6 hours or so of wearing them, they start to feel like, you want a bit more support, is what I'm saying. If you're going for like these, 20,000 step days and stuff like that, like when you're traveling. Me, when I travel, I go about 30,000 steps a day. And a sneaker like this is perfect for that kind of thing. As I said, I went up hundreds of steps on that hike, and I was wearing this sneaker going out there. It fared pretty well. It did pick up quite a bit of dirt on the white mesh parts. And with that, I do want to go kind of in depth with kind of the anatomy of the sneaker. Here on the back, all the way to the forefoot, we do have a really plush, a really comfy, springy React midsole, and that has really stepped up the comfort level in the sneaker. You have this big cavity in the midsole as well. It's visible through the outsole. It's there so that the React can compress into those sections. It compresses into there inwards, and that actually creates a lot of stability. So it compresses inwards, and then this whole section kind of splays out as you're running, if you are landing properly, like flat like this. So you kind of roll into your stride and try to land flat, and then pop forward in this shoe. And I found that when I was wearing this sneaker, I found myself trying to land very squarely flat and then launching into that Air Zoom unit, which is here in the toe section. So it's not the toe section, it's the forefoot section. So there's an articulated airbag here, and so you can think of it as like 3 Air Zoom units that are sewn together. It goes pook, pook, pook. and pops forward. And you do feel it. You do definitely feel it while you're running. Now, moving to the upper, honestly, I was a little bit disappointed when I first saw the upper. The material feels kind of like jersey material, and I thought that it might wear down quickly and pick up dirt quickly. I have yet to see how resilient it is over time, and that's gonna take like half a year to know, and hundreds of kilometers walked and run. But the comfort, oh my goodness, the comfort on the sneaker step in is so great. Like, you know how like the newer Flyknits kind of have this recycled polyester and it's got like a little plasticky ness to it. This doesn't have that at all. Like, if you're not concerned about like having that slick look and you're okay with having a runner that's a bit more utilitarian, gosh, this is it. It's so comfortable in the toe box. That wider last, you do feel it. The tongue is a lot more comfortable than previous generations of Pegasus. The ankle section has a lot of stability because the heel really it holds your foot in place, and then it flares out here in the Achilles area so it doesn't hit your foot as you run. Lastly, I want to talk about these the lacing system, and kind of the way that it works is that, see the stitch here? I think that's new on this model, and I think that the cables, it's kind of like a ribbon version of a flywire. They come up from the strobel board here where the sole is, up, fold over, and then go into that sewn section. So before, and with some of the other sneakers that I run with, these guys are all kind of connected together, and on this sneaker they're not. So it allows you to really dial in the tension on each of these lace loops, and I thought that was fantastic, and it allowed for a lot more control in how it feels around the foot. If you are in the market for a Pegasus, I can understand why you would want to go for the previous model as these ones come out, because that means that the previous models will be on discount and a little bit cheaper. But I do think that this upper is worth spending on. I'm not sure how much change they made to the outsole. I feel like there might have been like minor changes to it, but on the upper you really feel the comfort jump just like exponentially. This is an all day, you can run 10 kilometers in it. You could probably run a half marathon in this, and you can just wear all day, every day. Even for a light training shoe, I think this is it. This is gonna be my go-to. And to be honest, I have a lot of options for what I wanna use. My previous long-term running shoe was the React Flyknit Phantom, and I love that because you could just slip them on. And I'm still kind of obsessed with Flyknit because of the comfort level. But for serious running, this is what I would go with, or what I'm gonna be going with. And when I say serious running, I'm not talking about Kipchoge level stuff. I just mean like 3-5K running. I run with my daughters a lot. Now, should you go for a 37 instead as they go on sale? I think that's a good choice if you have narrow feet. But if you have normal to wide feet, the step-in comfort level for this really is something else. And if you do have wide feet, Nike actually does make a wide version of the Pegasus 38. And I think that would probably be the best option for you. They fit true to size, which means there's a little bit of space in the toes for your toes to splay out as you're running. And you want to go true to size so that your heel really goes into the back of the shoe. And these kind of, I don't know what they're called, but these kind of ribbon flywire cables line up with your arch. That's going to be pretty important if you care about the security around your foot. I found myself not needing to do a runner's knot here in the top of the sneaker, and my heel just stayed locked into that bottom part where the heel counter is. All right, so that's my pick for my current most comfortable all-day wear sneaker for 2021. Do you have a pair? Do you have any questions? I'd love to answer them. So I know a lot of you guys like to ask me questions in DM, and I super appreciate that. I'm always glad to help. But I would like to encourage you, if you have questions, do ask them in the comments below so that other people who come and watch a video later can also benefit from the answer, because I'm sure they have the same question as you. Let me know in the comments below, and follow along on Instagram. I'm at Kayo Cosio on Instagram. Follow at Ajimamag on Instagram, and follow at Honeycomb Manila, our studio here in Double Dragon Plaza. All right, I wish you guys good luck. I wish you guys good health. I wish you guys new personal bests. Peace.